The psychology of people who choose a life of solitude is often misunderstood because solitude is quickly confused with loneliness. In reality, many people who intentionally choose solitude are not running away from others, they are moving toward themselves. Psychologically, these individuals tend to have a strong inner world. They process thoughts, emotions, and experiences deeply, and social noise can feel overwhelming rather than energizing. Their nervous system is often more sensitive to stimulation, which makes quiet environments feel safe, restorative, and mentally clear. Solitude allows them to regulate their emotions without external pressure, giving them space to think, feel, and exist at their own pace. Many people who prefer solitude also have a high level of self-awareness. They are conscious of their limits, emotional needs, and boundaries, and they understand that constant social interaction can dilute their sense of identity. Instead of seeking validation from others, they often rely on internal standards to measure their worth. This does not mean they lack social skills. In fact, many are socially capable but selective. Psychologically, they value depth over frequency. One meaningful conversation can feel more fulfilling to them than dozens of casual interactions, and they may withdraw when relationships feel superficial, draining, or emotionally unsafe. Past experiences also play a role in the choice of solitude. Some people learn early in life that being alone feels more predictable than being misunderstood, criticized, or emotionally neglected. Over time, solitude becomes a form of emotional self-protection. This is not always rooted in trauma, but sometimes in repeated experiences where expressing oneself led to disappointment. The mind then associates peace with aloneness. In such cases, solitude is not about fear of people, but about preserving emotional stability and minimizing unnecessary psychological stress. Creativity and introspection are commonly linked with solitary lifestyles. Many solitary individuals think in complex, abstract ways and need uninterrupted time to connect ideas, reflect on meaning, or explore philosophical questions. Their minds are often active, imaginative, and reflective. Social environments that demand constant responsiveness can interrupt this internal flow, making solitude feel essential rather than optional. Psychologically, solitude becomes the space where they feel most authentic, focused, and mentally alive. Importantly, choosing solitude does not mean rejecting human connection altogether. Most people who live a solitary life still crave connection, but on their own terms. They may prefer emotional intimacy without constant proximity or deep bonds without daily interaction. When forced into excessive social roles, they can feel fragmented or emotionally exhausted. Solitude, for them, is a way to recharge, integrate experiences, and return to the world with clarity rather than resentment. In healthy forms, solitude reflects emotional maturity, independence, and self-trust. It allows individuals to develop a stable sense of self that is not dependent on approval or attention. However, like anything psychological, balance matters. When solitude is chosen consciously and not driven by fear or avoidance, it can be deeply nourishing. Becomes a space for healing, growth, creativity, and self-connection, a deliberate life choice rather than a sign of isolation.